Hi, this is Dr. Dan Rubin from Naturopathic Specialists, and I am so excited to talk to you about human performance in the era of long COVID. Human performance in the aging athlete. There are many men and women out there who want to remain competitive in their sport, or even just feel good about their athleticism and continue doing their mountain biking or pickleball or running, tennis, whatever the chosen sport is. For me, it's trail running. That's where I find like I can have my greatest expression of my athleticism and really open things up and just feel good. And this weekend, I did 2 races back to back. It was totally unexpected. In fact, I approached my Saturday race not even knowing if I was going to feel well enough to compete in it. But I woke up Saturday morning, I felt decent enough, and I went to the race, I registered, and I had an amazing race. Most importantly, I had a blast. I had so much fun. I really did. I love the spirit of racing, and I love doing it outside in a big wilderness area. This was at Cave Creek Regional Park, and I ended up doing a race. It ended up being 8.83 miles, which was actually the longest I had run in a couple years. Even though I've done ultra marathons before, given my difficulties and my experiences with COVID and what it did to my muscles and my physical body, this to me was getting back on track and getting my mileage down. So I hadn't even run 8 miles yet, but I was able to race 8 miles. How was I able to do that? Well, I was able to do that through a combination of therapies. One is our EBOO machine. The Monday before the race, and this race was Saturday, I did my 3rd EBOO treatment. And I got up from the EBOO table and I was like, oh my God, I have no pain in my legs. And I had been having significant pain, probably training-based pain, and it was noticeable that I just felt different. Well, I had a healing reaction from that EBOO. I actually, over the course of a couple days, was working stuff out of my body and it was shifting things. But all in all, it enabled me to move past some of my training and physical challenges. 3 days before that, I had a manipulation therapy. I see an osteopathic physician, and they did some very light touch osteopathic manipulation, very intense and very deep, but that allowed shifting of the tissues, so my tissues and my whole body was able to accept that EBOO treatment. I also, the night before the race, I did an IV vitamin C and I did some fluids, and I put some zinc in there, and that really, I think, helped set the stage for more healing. I woke up that next day, I went to the race. I actually got 4th overall, and I was 3rd male, and so I got a podium. It was great. And the 2 guys that beat me were 8 and 9 years younger than me, so I really felt really well about that. And then I did foam rolling, and I fueled well, I hydrated the rest of the day, I stretched out, and I woke up the next morning thinking, you know what, I think I'm gonna go do another race, because there happened to be back-to-back races. And so I went, this was at a totally different area. This was at the McDowell Mountains on the Paradise Valley side. And I went there 20 minutes before race time. I signed up for the race, and I ended up winning my age group. And so I got 2 podiums in 2 days and 1 weekend with tons of fun. And I know it's about recovery, and it's about being able to understand what it takes to fuel your body, and really about how to train your body, but about recovery. Because as we age, recovery is absolutely key. So if you have any questions or you're interested in any of this, I'm happy to chat with you and talk about recovery and some of the treatments that we have at our clinic and how we can help you achieve your athletic goals.